All right, so here's 5 key points and why we chose Berlin. First, it was ranked number 2 as a meeting destination in Europe for CVent's 2019 report. Berlin is also an industry frontrunner for national and international events like medical, economic, and trade congresses. Berlin has full service providers for destination and event management, and the destination is also a partner for MICE in both the corporate and customer sector. And lastly, Berlin is devoted to innovative forward-looking trends like green travel incentives and sustainable event planning.
Linzey and Krista, you're unmuted.
Okay, guys, am I doing this one?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this is our main event venue, and it is the AXCA Convention Center, and the capacity holds up to 500 attendees. The total meeting space is 16,146 square feet, and the largest meeting room used for opening and closing ceremony, which is 5,000 square feet, and 11 meeting rooms. And then we have a video here that just shows the entire center, what it looks like. And I just think it does the venue justice to show everyone where we'll be holding the event.
Can you guys hear it okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear any sound.
Yeah,
I don't hear anything either, Casey.
Okay. You don't necessarily need sound for this video. It just has a little bit of a background sound to it, but it's probably because I have my AirPods in, so let me try.
So yeah, you can click the include the system sound, then you can include the sound in the presentation. Oh yeah, you do.
And this is actually, under there is a meeting space where we'll be holding our main opening and closing ceremonies. This is where our general and main sessions will be, as well as our closing banquet.
Ooh, yeah, very interesting venue.
So that's a little bit of an inside look to our venue there.
So then we basically boiled it down to 3 main hotels. So our first one is called the Merkur Hotel MOA in Berlin. And then so then I'm gonna go over the 3 hotels and then kind of break down what each of them, how far they are and what they have to offer. So the Merkur Hotel is a 12-minute car ride from the Berlin airport, a 23-minute transit ride from the airport. The number of meeting rooms there are 20. The maximum size, their biggest one is 2,200 meters squared, obviously. The max capacity for that big room is 1,800 people. And then if it's a banquet setup style, it could hold up to 900 people. They offer catering, vending machines, dining, and there's a bar. There's also a fitness center and pool, early check-in and late check-out, free Wi-Fi and parking. And they have other check-in rules. Children above 13 are considered adults, and pets are allowed for the Merkur. And then there's the Hotel Adlon Kempinski. I might butcher some of these. So this hotel is a 22-minute drive from the airport and then a 38-minute transit ride. This hotel has 382 rooms, 14 meeting rooms. The biggest meeting room holds 500 people. There's multiple bars, restaurants, and there's even like a go-to coffee shop, and they offer like pastries and sandwiches. This one also offers a fitness and spa. There's in your rooms, free Wi-Fi, work desk, TV, entertainment center. There's like multiple shops, kind of like it's like a little shopping center down there. I want to say it looked like kind of like what they have in like Vegas, kind of like higher end stuff. There's butler service, and pets are allowed with a refundable $150 deposit. And this is one of the nicer hotels in Berlin. And then, so the last one is a pretty cool hotel. It's called the Waldorf Berlin. So for this hotel, it's pretty close. It's 15-minute drive from the airport, and then a 22-minute transit ride. 232 total rooms, 12 meeting rooms. The largest conference room here is 3,528 square feet. There's multiple restaurants and bars around the hotel. Like all the other hotels, there's a fitness spa, free Wi-Fi. There's like different room setups with family packages, depending on who's all going in, what kind of room they want. This is within walking distance of a luxury shopping district of Christopher Dam. Let's just go with that. And there's multiple landmarks and activities close to this hotel.
All right, so both our opening and closing ceremonies will be held in the Berlin's event auditorium at the Axica. We chose this event space for both of these ceremonies because it's known as the centerpiece of our venue. You did get a little bit of a look at it in Linzey's video, but has a beautiful glass ceiling that overlooks the entire complex. There's flexible event space that meets our event size and ceremony needs. The opening ceremony will be on June 17th. Introductory remarks will be done by our managing director of the German Convention Bureau, and then we'll have keynote sessions by the CEO and president of IAEE and the CEO of SITE. Our closing ceremony will be a banquet on the following Sunday, June 20th, 2021. This is just a brief schedule for you, but broadly, the banquet will consist of a 3-course dinner, and during the final course, there will be an event recap program presented by MICE and Berlin's DMCs. This program will showcase future destination association opportunities for event professionals. The last hour or so will consist of live music. There'll also be a dance floor, and the banquet will conclude at 11:30. So for our social program, the first one we chose is the Berlin Museum Island Tours. This is a tour of 5 world-renowned museums on an island in the River Spree, right in the heart of Berlin city center. It's only a 5-minute drive from the Axica and our convention hotels. We will also be holding an industry activity, which will be the venue selection tour by My German DMC. This is a tour showcasing Berlin's finest event space and destination trends, one of which being the West Haven Event and Convention Center, which is of these 2 pictures right here. I chose to focus on this venue as an example because I thought it showed how the destination has innovative industry perspectives and how they incorporate those trends into their venues. This venue is actually, it used to be a warehouse, which was then converted into a really unique venue space with 10 different meeting rooms and a large ballroom or arena area. Has features like state-of-the-art media, lights, technology, sound technology. And one aspect that I like the most about this venue is it has a very unique architecture with like an industrial modern style, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, that's just one example of the venues you would see during that tour.
And then we do also have a VIP event planned during one night of the convention. We're going to hold it at the Berliner Fernsehturm, which means television tower in English. This venue is really cool because it is a television tower. It takes about 7 minutes in the elevators to ride up to the 3 stories. And we want the attendees to arrive there by bus. It's going to cost around $80 US or 73.56 euros. It's going to be very elegant. The attendees will be greeted in the lobby area by live entertainment and champagne. And the entertainment that we chose is the Lederhosen breakdance show. Since the venue in itself is a modern building based in an older city, we wanted to bring a little bit of the older city and modernity into the entertainment. And then the attendees will...
Sorry.
That's okay. The attendees will spend 1 hour in the lobby area, and then we will move to the next hour, which will be in the restaurant and bar, and we will provide the attendees with a very unique and delicious buffet. And then for the last hour, we will take the attendees to the observation deck where they will have a view of the entire city of Berlin, and that will be the dessert and cocktail hour.
So for our communication systems, we're going to use the Crowd Pass by Cvent. So basically, this will help attendees with personalized schedules. There's interactive maps. You could keep your notes. There's push notifications. So if anything pops up, say we want, an event changed or like a conference or like a workshop change, they'll get the update automatically. This will just help them keep track of appointments. And then this also does offer real-time translation. So, I mean, at these kind of conferences, there's a lot of people from all over the world. So it will help people communicate with each other.
All right, so for transportation, there's about 2 ways that we anticipate attendees getting to the city. The first way would be for EU-affiliated persons who, are the surrounding countries. They can travel by train, and then it's recommended that they have their national ID and then also to bring a passport just in case. And then for all attendees who are coming maybe outside of Europe, they'll fly into the Berlin Tegel Airport, and they'll have to have their passport. And then it's also recommended that they carry a visa as well, especially if they intend to stay for longer than 3 months. So for the distance to the Mercure Hotel from the Berlin Tegel Airport, it's about 12 minutes by taxi. And then from the Mercure Hotel to the Axica Convention Center is also about 13 minutes. So a pretty quick drive for both directions. And then it's pretty popular to take the light rail and the subway in Berlin. Those are probably the cheaper options at about $4 per ticket one way, but you can also buy passes that'll go all week, which we anticipate will be the cheaper option for our attendees since they'll be there for 4 days. You can also take the bus and taxi. They're a little bit less fast, but they are more expensive. And then you can also rent a bike, which is super popular in Berlin. And then for all of the buses, light rails, and subways, they do follow ADA considerations, meaning that they are wheelchair accessible. And then some of the financial concerns attendees may have. If you're coming from the US, which we anticipate a lot of attendees to do, we just want to compare that $1 is equivalent to 92 or 0.92 euros. So it's a little bit less than $1 if you're looking for anything that's on the price tags. And then usually included in the prices of any items is the tax rate, which is 19% tax in Berlin, which is considerably higher when you consider that Colorado's is between 7 and 8%. And according to the Big Mac Index, as of April, it shows that the euro is significantly undervalued. So attendees who are seeing the price tag may think that it's undervalued, but realistically, they're paying higher taxes.
Okay, so travel costs, these are going to be the ticket prices from USA to Berlin. And I looked these up, and this was just, it's kind of hard to narrow it down just because, like, depending on the city that they're flying from, whether it's in Europe or the state within the United States, it really depends. So the general cost was $600 to $1,000 for a round trip ticket. And the travel costs from European countries to Berlin were anywhere from $90 to $300 for flights. So the daily cost of budget travel for the attractions were around 12 euros. Food is 18 euros, and the breakdown of that is breakfast 250, lunch 4, dinner 5, and a treat or dessert or wine or beer would be 250, and those are all in euros. And then transportation, like the train, an average ticket costs 5 euros, and the accommodation were about 22 euros per night. And then risk management. So there's a lot of different aspects for risk management. So basically, I just broke it down. And health and safety is obviously a huge one. And in the midst of enduring a pandemic, like we currently are, disease, virus can, as we can see, can outbreak and cause cancellation at any time. So, and could shut down countries or just the way that they operate. So that's obviously a risk that we have to put into account. And security and safety. So security staff workers to prevent weapons being brought into the event or the premise. So like at the door, bags will be checked. That'll be mandatory and wanded, just to make sure that no one is carrying anything dangerous inside the event. And then for fire exits, our fire exits are working and lit 24/7. So fire escape plan from the venue, and then fire department and 911. So basically the police is on site at the event. And we would just contact the European police and the fire system there and obviously work out something with them before so that they could know the event and that they can know just that they need to be there in case anything happens. Attendee quota, so reaching a certain amount of attendees in order to fill our budget/quota. And then parking, which normally is going to be for European residents because some people could be driving, be from Berlin or, however that's going to work. So we definitely will have to have that. And then train delays or cancellations. So having a partnership with Lyft and Uber to bring attendees to and from the event center, especially also with drinking, since we will have alcohol, that also has to be a factor. So AV technical issues occurring. So we'll have screen projectors, sound, power, etc., shutting down, no volume or glitching during the event. And the way that we'll prevent this is by partnering with the event, and during the few days prior, we'll have it tested, and we'll have anything tested for something that could go wrong. So we'll have a backup generator, but also have extra equipment in case of something going wrong with audio or visual. And then these are just some green initiatives and how to be sustainable. So energy source will be from solar panels on the roof of the event center instead of generating electric power from outlets. But we will, like I said, have a backup generator and cables in case of cloud coverage. And then minimal use of train use or car use due to the event center being so centrally located to nearby restaurants, museums, and attractions for attendees. And then sustainable gift bag will give all our attendees to thank them for coming. Each item given to attendees within the bag itself is recyclable, including the journal, pen, and water bottle that we'll be giving them. All items made from recyclable materials to give to guests to stay hydrated and to use supplies during events for breakout sessions in personal use / a souvenir.
Okay, so Berlin's primary DMO is called Visit Berlin, and they have over 140 incentive programs. However, I pulled a few to show you guys that I thought was unique. The first is a permanent exhibition of vintage cars and exclusive guided tours. We know that Germany is a very popular destination for cars and automobiles, so I think that one's a really popular one. And then there's also a behind the scenes of media makers, which gives you an inside tour and a behind the look see of what the Berlin's media landscape looks like. In addition, there's also a green lifestyle and design tours, which essentially showcases how the destination has incorporated ecosystems into buildings and into the city entirely. And they have a lot of really unique, modern, sustainable architecture as well. And the last one that I thought was fun is a cocktail workshop. All right, so to conclude, I have a short video that's about a minute and 30 seconds long. This video was made by Visit Berlin, which I thought would be a good conclusion that shows you a little taste of Berlin culture and also what the destination has to offer as a whole. So I'll get that pulled up.
It's good.
And that's it.
So yeah, I can suggest, you can embed the video. You have 2 videos, so you can embed the video in the inside of your PowerPoint. And then right now you are a little bit over time, so you have to consider reduce your time. And until now, I can tell it needs to be more collaborative. I mean, you have a same background, but I feel like this presentation is made by 4 people, it's not one team. So I want you guys collaborate, and then it's sometimes too many text. And also I want to suggest price wise, the accommodation is €22. $22 is not accommodation is housing, right? Hotel. So the accommodation is kind of the doubtful. You have to check the price. I think the Marcus mentioned about hotel, but the price is not that cheap. So check about that one. And also the Germany, they banned Lyft and Uber service, I guess, because they want to protect their local economy. So I think they they have some transportation unions, so they banned the Lyft and Uber. So please check the fact there. And also, some slide has too many text, too small size of the text size, and also the hotel. This is the event to host the meeting planners, travel agent, and then the experienced business people. So you do not include the detailed information. Children's, pet is too much information. And also, I want to highlight you better use the map, not just to show the location. People want to see the relationship among location. Oh yeah, I will show you myself. Okay. Where is the airport? Where is your event venue? And then your hotel is where is located. Just one big map show your program. So where is international airport and train station? You mentioned about the large location, but the people do not know where their location are. So just to use the one big map that show that this is airport, event venue, and hotel. You mentioned, your venue is really located centric, so you are not really, your attendees did not really the transportation. So just that is really strength of your presentation. So show that the location is one map. So that would be really great, like the first or the conclusion, because your Belrin is really, it's convenient to have that. I think your event venue is a really big strength. It's amazing. And then I want you guys have your voice of tone. You are DMO. You are representing of Visit Belrin, not event planner. So you are DMO, and then you sell this destination to event planner.
So we're speaking from the DMO's perspective, like we are the DMOs. Yeah. Oh, okay. And side note, so for the hotel slides, they do have quite a bit of information on it. We should probably just take out all that information, have a slide of the 3 hotels, and then have a slide of the maps in relevance to the airport, to the venue, and that's it.
Dr. King, I did have that on my transportation slide. I don't know if you can see that, but I do have 2 maps of getting from the airport to the hotel and then the hotel to.
Yeah, right. But that is there's a 2 maps. So I want to have just one big map show the information that the international airport, hotel, event venue. So just one map show the, the map is not just show the direction. The map show the location. So, you guys just know how to use the map, but your audience, your judge want to see what this 6 or 7 different location is where that located. Airport, how the hotel and event venue and some special event venue thing. So they can see, oh yeah, for 5 days I can see that. I can just move around. That is kind of how you visualize the location is.
Okay, thank you.
So it's kind of, you need to just capture the map, and in PowerPoint, what I did capture the map and then edit in your PowerPoint, and then you can put this is international. So you have to manually draw it. So you cannot just copy and paste from your Google map. This is kind of you need to have some actual work. This is airport. This is the hotel, then,
Okay, thank you. I'll go ahead and change that.
And also the detailed feedback will be provided with the grading. Okay?
Thank you, Dr. King.
Yeah, so just submit your presentation in the Blackboard, and then I just made some depositable, the 1 or 2 page synopsis. Yeah, please submit that by tonight, okay?